Also, since the new Google sites have an iframe breaker, what sites would you use to get the mirror and mirror iframing effect? Well, we still iframe. You still get the mirror and mirror iframe effect, just maybe not necessarily from the G site itself. Because, like, for example, like if you're using Press Advantage, you get the organization page, and your website is iframed into the organization page as well as the Google map if it's for local, right? And then you iframe the Press Advantage page into like your ID page. So now you've got multiple iframes there, and you know what I mean? And you iframe your website in your ID page. And so, I mean, again, there's what I do is just link out to the G site now from my ID pages. So, you know, there's a link, you know, links out to it directly to it, but you can't iframe it. So I just don't iframe it anymore, but you can still get that mirror in mirror effect through all of the other iframe stacks that we built. What else is there?
You can still iframe on the new G site. There's a way to embed everything on there. We're still using those, so I don't see why that would be a problem. You can't take that and iframe it anywhere else. But I mean, if you're theme mirroring, like we recommend, and you're bringing your money site inner page into an error page on that G site, I think you're accomplishing. Fuck! I don't want to get into an iframe conversation, but we're missing the obvious. The obvious is that you get a bounce back and forth, the mirror in mirror effect that I've been talking about for years, and people are just now discovering. You get that bounce, and it's a legitimate bounce that whatever it is that you have iframe on that G site is going to benefit. And not only does that benefit, but the G site benefits. And if you link build into either one, I'm not recommending link building into the money site. So no, Marco did not say link build into it. I do, but I know what the fuck I'm doing. You guys shouldn't, unless you know what you're doing. But if you're link building, then everything in that iframe, the source and the destination, they both benefit. And they both benefit almost as much. There's only like there's very little atrophy or link power loss through that iframe. So you hammer it. That's what iframes are for. The foundation of Rank Your Shit Academy has not changed. It's still relevant to this day. 6 years later, almost since I started the journey with Dr. Gary, and it's still working. And we were talking to Dedia last night in our mini mastermind. It's working better today than it was about a year ago, and not as well as it was in the beginning when we were ranking empty folders. And remember when we did it live? Yeah. We ranked an empty folder live.
Yeah.
Right? Those days are gone for all intents and purposes. But the power will build where you can still do that. You just have to accrue enough power, and it's all done through iframes. People are just forgetting how good iframes and embeds work. Go get an embed gig from mgyb.co and the Dedia and link build to those embeds and see what happens, man. Don't forget. People are sleeping on those iframes.